we learned during COVID was the fact that so many colleges and universities were at the brink of that redundancy because kids were home, they were working, functioning from home, working from home, um, and a lot of a lot of universities, colleges were having a difficult time sustaining.
Yeah.
Um,
But you know what
so
they didn't have a difficult time doing? Charging the same prices.
yes,
They didn't even, I don't even think they budged, right? And it's
they did
sad.
not. They did not. But I do feel, I was talking to someone the other day and they were like, yeah, the math class that we went through, or, the things that we learn in math or a lot of other subjects or history or geography or, you know, so much of it has never ever been used again.
Yeah.
I have a finance degree from UT Arlington here, and so much of it I never ended up using. So based on that and what you're promoting, what made you what made you get into this no degree? What initiated that? Because you yourself have a master's. So
Yeah.
what initiated that?
So look, the thing is, I went to Columbia, right? So I always went to my high school is a top 20 high school in the nation. I had to test in undergrad. I went to, regular university. I did well, right? I graduated, but I graduated with, like, I won awards, right? And then I went to Columbia. But at every point, I I learned outside of school too. School wasn't the only place where I learned. And you look, I'm Bengali, same thing. Oh, what school do you go to? What school do you go to? And I saw that there were plenty of people who went to good schools, but then you have kids who cheat on school, kids who don't have good character despite having good grades. And I just didn't like how people were judged just by their grades. Also, when I went to Columbia, I realized how wealthy these kids were. These kids had tutored their whole lives. Their parents are paying $5,000 to $7,000 a month rent for their apartments. Meanwhile, I'm over here tutoring for some gas money, hoping that I can save some money and I can pay tolls so I have some extra time to sleep, right? So a lot of people don't realize that a lot of people who come from, who go to great schools, they have huge amounts of support, parental support. Like, think about what it takes to become a doctor, right? Yes, grades are everything, but now it's like you need to shadow a doctor. If you're poor, you don't have any doctor to shadow. If you work in finance, if you don't have a referral, if you look at a lot of these interns, they got the internship. Oh, my father knows someone, my cousin knows someone, my uncle knows someone. So if you don't have this, you're kind of stuck. And now the other thing is, what if you come from a family situation where you can't afford to go to college? Your father passes away, your mother passes away. You got to support the family, you got to work. Are you any dumber? Are you any less hardworking than someone?
Yeah.
No, and I think it shouldn't define you. And the fact is, it's just way too expensive. The same degrees that were only a fraction of the price. Even the college textbooks cost more than tuition did back in the day. That's preposterous. So and there's so many new careers that are out there. Like, if you look at one of the most competitive fields, software engineering is one of the most competitive fields, and you have these people who are making crazy salaries and they deserve it, and they don't have college degrees. So why do you gatekeep all these other industries? Like, think about it. The smartest software engineer, they blow the people in finance out the water, right? Like, the people who are top software engineer, right? They build these systems. They understand a lot of things. So why is it that someone can go into software engineering, make, 3, 4, 5, 600K, but they can't break into finance for a 60K entry level degree because they don't have a degree? It's like ridiculous, right? So
Yeah.
I just didn't like that. And a lot of things in finance, like, look, I worked in finance. Majority of people in finance don't know Excel. You don't need a college degree to learn Excel. You just spend a couple hours. So I'm all about, if someone can do the job, why require the degree, right? And why would you hire someone who has a degree if they can't do the job, right? At the end of the day, if I hire someone for a job, I ask them, can you do the job? You can do the job, good. That's really all that matters. Why does it matter what school you went to, how you grew up, what you got on this test? At the end of the day, there's no test for a client. You talk to the client, you work with them, you have to have good communication skills. You don't learn communication skills in school. You can be the best student and be terrible with clients. You can be terrible with people. So I just think that you got to be open to all types. Now, I'm not anti-school. If you know what you want to do, you're not going to pay a lot, go to school, right? If that works for you. But I'm anti leaving out a whole demographic that can contribute a lot to society, but they're never given a chance.
Absolutely. And, literally on that note, so I'm originally from Pakistan, and whenever, like, I was in Pakistan in March, and when I was in Pakistan, I was meeting these different kids in different areas of the society, and I was telling them that, don't sit focused on what your school is giving to you or what you're learning from that school environment, because the whole world has changed, and literally education and opportunities are on your fingertips. It's up to you what you feel you can take from the universe, what the universe is giving you, because all education is out there.
Yeah.
Literally everything is on YouTube, everything is on Google, everything is there for you to access, for you to learn. Yes, you've got to have the drive, you have to have the initiative, so that you can figure out what it is that you're passionate about, and then just go for it.